Tomoya Machino wanted to play wide receiver or tight end. Instead, he became an offensive lineman and ate 5 pounds of rice daily for a year. Machino grew up playing baseball in Japan before trying American football at Kyoto University. There, the team selected him for the offensive line where players block for the offense. To become productive in that role, he needed the size the position demanded. His documented method was simple and extreme: 5 pounds or 2.3 kilograms of rice every day for 1 year. That preparation did not erase his movement skills. He had also represented Japan at the 2018 World University American Football Championship in Harbin, China. At the 2020 CFL Global Combine in Japan, Machino stood out for agility, posting the best shuttle time among the offensive linemen. Winnipeg then selected him 15th overall in the 2021 CFL Global Draft. That selection turned the position change and preparation into a professional opportunity. At 12, Yu Zidi qualified for the World Aquatics Championships, entering an event that typically requires swimmers to be 14. Her path began at 6 when a swim coach noticed her at a water park and encouraged her to compete. 3 years later, she moved to Hengshui and began training at the Hebei Taihua Jinai Swimming Club. At China's May 2025 National Championships, she swam the 200-meter individual medley in 2:10:63 and won silver. That time met World Aquatics a standard, a required performance mark, making her eligible despite the usual age requirement. In Singapore, she reached the 200-meter individual medley final and finished 4th in 2:09:21. Her final time was faster than her qualifying swim. She finished only 0.06 seconds behind Canada's Mary Sophie Harvey, who took bronze. At 12, she became one of the youngest swimmers to appear at the championships, with a 4th-place finish to show for the opportunity. One women's indoor 4x400-meter relay produced 7 national records for 5 countries across just 2 rounds. At Glasgow's Commonwealth Arena, runners completed each lap on a 200-meter indoor track. 9 national teams entered the first round, divided into 2 heats. Only 6 could reach the final. The heats created 4 records immediately. Great Britain and Northern Ireland, Belgium, Ireland, and Portugal each improved a national mark. Advancement depended on finishing near the front or posting one of the next 2 fastest times. In the final, the Netherlands won in 3:25:07, a national record and the event's world-leading time. Great Britain and Northern Ireland added another national record while taking bronze, and Belgium set another outside the medals. That makes 7 records without 7 winners. 4 teams set marks in the heats, then 3 more appeared in the final. The result was a single relay measured twice, leaving 5 countries with national benchmarks from one event. The wandering village looks like a wholesome city builder on a giant creature, until a community vote added feeding villagers to Onbu. Players build and manage a settlement on Onbu's back. Toxic spores cover the world while changing biomes create new survival pressures. The creature carries the village through all of them. A giant horn can influence Onbu's movement, but the creature does not always obey. Limited supplies already support ruthless choices. Players can harm Onbu for food and fertilizer. So Onbu is both carrier and resource when conditions worsen for the settlement. A 2024 report said a community vote expanded those options, allowing villagers to be fed to Onbu. It extended an already ruthless survival system further. That turns a cozy survival settlement into what the report described as a sacrificial cult. The city survives on the back of the creature it can now feed directly. Juan Álvarez took recently promoted Celaya to the Mexican League final. Then the away goals rule left him known as a king without a crown. Álvarez became Celaya's manager in 1994 while the club was still in Mexico's second tier. He won the 1994-95 Primera División, a title, earning promotion and placing Celaya in the first tier for 1995-96. For the 1995-96 campaign, Álvarez assembled a squad featuring Emilio Butragueño and Hugo Sánchez. With that team, Celaya reached the league tournament final against Club Necaxa. Necaxa beat Celaya through the away goals rule, a tiebreaker that rewards more goals scored on the opponent's ground across a two-leg tie. It compares away goals across both matches rather than simply using the aggregate score. The trophy was missing. Álvarez had guided Celaya from the second tier to the final, but the championship remained with Necaxa. That phrase came from the fans. Pelé was famous for football, yet a line he delivered in the 1980 film Os Trombadinhas later became a viral meme in Brazil. By then, Pelé had retired from football in 1977 and was expanding into acting and commercial work. He was already known worldwide as O Rei, the King. His football success included 3 FIFA World Cup titles with Brazil in 1958, 1962, and 1970 before the film appeared. That fame changed how audiences encountered the movie. It came from a global football icon, not an unknown actor. Later, the line moved beyond the film and circulated widely as a meme in Brazil. Its exact original wording is not supplied here. So the movie performance gained a second life in popular culture, separate from the football records that made Pelé famous. A film line became part of Brazil's meme culture. The screen moment outlasted its original setting. In the MCU, death is not only an invisible cosmic force. Her design uses Christian-inspired visual language through an effigy, a bronze statue, and a cloaked skeleton. Before Aubrey Plaza portrayed death as Rio Vidal in Agatha all along, she appeared in artistic forms. Those forms appear in Guardians of the Galaxy and Thor, Love and Thunder. Within the story, death is one of 4 cosmic entities connected to the creation of the Infinity Stones. That cosmic status explains why she is represented in more than one setting. On Morag, an effigy of death appears on a temple vault protecting an infinity stone. At the gates of eternity, she becomes a bronze statue, shifting the design from carved image to monumental figure. Her non-human form adds a cloaked skeletal body, turning an abstract cosmic idea into a recognizable presence. Across these settings, the effigy, statue, and skeleton identify the same personification of death. Jacqueline Wilson did not write the best sleepover in the world in isolation. She worked with Disability Rights UK while creating it. Wilson is an English children's novelist whose fiction often tackles realistic subjects, including adoption, abuse, divorce, and mental illness. She has written more than 100 books since her 1969 debut. The supplied account does not specify whether the collaboration involved readers, advisors, research, or edits. It confirms only that the partnership happened during the book's creation. No supplied detail names staff, gives a duration, or describes specific advice. That connection fits Wilson's earlier accessibility campaigning. As Children's Laureate from 2005 to 2007, she campaigned for more books to be available for blind people. She also urged parents and carers to keep reading aloud to children. The documented process is simple. Wilson consulted a disability rights body while developing a novel. Readers can identify the collaboration, but the available record does not identify changed characters, scenes, or accessibility features.